Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm Tashera. If you're new here, this channel is all about fragrances. So in today's video, we're going to get into a semi haul. I'm always shopping. I'm not going to lie, I'm addicted to fragrances. I can't help myself. I'm always looking for something new. It's like a high that I'm chasing and I'm never fully satisfied. The addiction is very real and I'm trying to cope. So with that being said, I picked up a few fragrances and I just want to get into them. I want to talk about them. I have a lot to talk about today. Per usual, I will start with my scent of the day, and this is Santal Vida by Infiniment Coty. So this one wears like a molecular scent. Before I get into the scent, I want to say all of the fragrances in this collection, 14 fragrances, were released in the line in 2024, and they contain a special molecule created by Infiniment Coty, which allows the fragrance to last 30 hours. I can't speak to that because I can't go 30 hours without a shower, so I can't confirm that. But I will say that this one wears like a skin scent. For me, does it last a full work day? Yes. So I will say it lasts at least 8 to 9 hours on my skin until my next shower. So now for this fragrance, the notes listed are sandalwood and jasmine. Now, the sandalwood is very pronounced. The jasmine is not. The jasmine is almost missing. I'm trying to find it. I don't know where it is. But it just adds the tiniest hint of sweetness. This doesn't smell floral. What I get from this is a molecular fragrance combined with sandalwood. So this reminds me of something like Molecule Number 4 or Juliet Has a Gun, but with a prominent sandalwood note. Sandalwood definitely stands out. This is so great for layering. I have been layering this fragrance a lot. I've only had this for about 5 days and I've worn this at least 4 times and I've layered it each time, and yeah, it really helps to amplify the projection of the fragrances that I layer them with. So I typically layer this with like scents that has woody notes in it or powdery notes because I just feel like they go well together. It has been great. I've been enjoying this. It's a good scent. I blind bought it. It worked out for me, but is it something that I would repurchase? No, not necessarily, but I will enjoy this while I have it. Again, this one is Infiniment Coty Santal Vida. Next up is Infiniment Coty Trois, Amours. So this I purchased in store at Bloomingdale's and it was love at first sniff. This is one of the most beautiful jasmine scents I've ever smelled. So this has 3 notes listed, and those notes are banana leaf, banana flower, jasmine, and pink pepper. This is beautiful. 10 out of 10 perfection for me. I had to have this. So this opens up with a nice sweet jasmine with a banana essence. It doesn't smell like a full on banana fruit itself, but just an essence with a touch of greenness. So that's what the banana flower adds to this scent. And that jasmine in here is so beautiful, adds this beautiful floral sweetness to this scent. And this wears very airy, and I can picture this being a bride's wedding day scent. This exudes quiet luxury. It's just so classy and elegant. This exudes sophistication. It isn't loud. All of the scents in this collection, the wearing experience just feels luxurious. So this one, as I said, it isn't loud, but it has a nice projection, and I haven't given this a full wear yet, so I can't speak to the longevity, but as I said before, all of the fragrances in this collection has a molecular molecule created by Infiniment Coty, which allows the fragrance to last at least 30 hours on the skin. I'll talk about this again eventually and speak on the longevity. I can't confirm the 30-hour wearing experience as I said before because I will never go 30 hours without a shower. And I forgot to say that Je Trois Amours means I have 3 loves. I hope my French pronunciation was correct. Again, this one is Je Trois Amours from Infiniment Coty. Next up is Amber Mustier from Aerin. So this one I believe is actually discontinued. This was released a few years ago. So I've spoken about Amber Musk, the original, which I have here. This is one of my favorite musk scents. This one is warm, it's cozy, it just exudes like a warm hug. This is like the perfect fresh out of the shower scent. I love to wear this at home. I love to wear this to bed. It's just very comforting to me. This maintains the DNA of this fragrance, which, by the way, has poor longevity, which is why I wouldn't repurchase it unless it's deeply discounted. But this one maintains the DNA of the original, but this has a sensual quality to it. This one has a note of oud. This is a very wearable oud. It doesn't smell like full on oud to my nose. It's very soft. It doesn't smell funky or super earthy and animalic. And no, it doesn't smell like that kind of oud. So the notes in this fragrance are coconut, magnolia, May rose, lily of the valley, agarwood oud, ambroxan, benzoin, musk, incense, and praline. This is beautiful. This is amber musty, or but make it sexy. That's what this is. This exudes a nice sensual allure to it. This is amber mustier amplified. This has better longevity. This one is one that I'll wear outside of the house. It won't just be like a fragrance for my comfort that I wear to bed or run errands. No, I'm stepping outside with this one, okay? I'm happy to have this one in my collection. Again, this one is Amber Musk Dior. Next up, we have Misenzir Tashera. This was a sample now turned into a full-size bottle. So I purchased a 5 ml travel spray about 2 months ago, I want to say, and I fell in love. I've been stalking this ever since, and during Joma Shop's Mother's Day sale, I was able to score this at 125. A win is a win. This smells like a very luxurious body cream. You have to like musky scents. This has notes of orange blossom, sea notes, amber, jasmine, sandalwood, and vanilla. This is blended so beautifully. I can't really pick anything out. This just smells like a slightly sweetened, musky fragrance to my nose. That's all I get. I'm not really getting seawater. Nothing about this smells like oceanic or salty to my nose. I don't really get vanilla either or sandalwood. This just smells very powdery and luxe with a hint of creaminess. That's all I get from this fragrance. And it's beautiful. It's sensual. It's comforting. It's just like relaxing and calming. I think this can be worn on dates. I think this is something that you wear when you want to smell good. You want to draw them in, but you don't want your fragrance to be too loud. You want something sort of understated. This is the one. Again, this one is Misenzir Tashera. Next, I purchased a travel set, which came in two 30 mils. This is Thomas Kosmala number 4, Après l'Amour. This is the eau de parfum, and this is the hair mist. So I tested this a while back, and I don't remember loving it, but I see a lot of people hype this up. So I found this at a steal, $45 for the set. So I thought I would buy it. So I did that, and I remembered exactly why I didn't like this fragrance. Like straight out the gate, as soon as I smell this, like this is so strong, but this is supposed to be like a dupe of Baccarat Rouge, but to me, this smells more like a dupe of Baccarat Rouge. So what I mean by that is this smells like Zara Red Temptation, which is a dupe for Baccarat Rouge. This smells more like Zara Red Temptation than Baccarat Rouge. This has that same chemical smell that's in Zara Red Temptation, and I actually do like Zara Red Temptation. I used to own it. I only wore it at home. I didn't wear it anywhere. But this for me puts me in the same mood as that fragrance. But this one is just like on steroids. This one is a beast. This one lasts. I don't really love this. This is one that I'll wear as a layering fragrance. I wouldn't wear this on its own. It's just not for me particularly. I don't really find this to smell too much like Baccarat, but as I said, a dupe of a dupe for Baccarat. That's all I can say about this. It's not a love. Again, this one is Thomas Kosmala number 4, Après l'Amour. Next up, I recently picked up 100 ml of Tom Ford Soleil Neige. I've talked about this quite a few times. I had the 50 ml. I now have a 100 ml. I love this fragrance. It's my favorite Tom Ford, and it recently has gone on sale almost at all retailers for 50% off. To my knowledge, the fragrance is being discontinued, but for now, you can find this at Sephora, Bloomingdale's, Nordstrom, all of the leggings for 50% off. I've spoken about this a few times. This is a freshie, but it has a nice warmth in the dry down. This has citrus notes in the top. I think this is perfect for year round. This can be a signature scent. This one, out of the entire Soleil collection, this one is supposed to be for the winter. For me, this isn't necessarily a winter fragrance. That's not what it gives to me. I think this is perfect for any weather, as I said before. So again, this one is Soleil Neige. In addition to Soleil Neige, I picked up Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. So this one is not on sale, but I recently want to say like I sort of fell in love with this fragrance. For me, this is strictly a summertime perfume. It gives vacation, so this is one I would only wear on vacation or in the summertime in high heat. This one, I don't really love the open. What sold me on this fragrance is the dry down. So I've tested this fragrance many times and I just was like, eh. But every time I tested it on a strip. So about a week ago, I tested this on skin and it was a dry down that sold me on this fragrance. I constantly found myself sniffing my hands because the dry down was very intoxicating. So now I have a full bottle. This is a perfect tropical scent. I get the hype now. I didn't get it at first. I wasn't vibing with it, but yeah, I really do like this one now. Again, this one is Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. Next up, I want to talk about two fragrances. The first is Irfe Marshmallow Musk. So I love this fragrance. It was love at first sniff. I was able to test this through Scentbird, and I've been hoarding this sample. This for me puts me in a specific mood, a specific period in my life. And this for me is nostalgic. That's how this smells. Have you ever smelled a fragrance and it instantly brought you to a specific memory? That's what this did for me. I need a full bottle of this. I almost picked up a full bottle, but while I was Googling this fragrance, searching for like a discount, I came across this one. So this is a Dua fragrance. This is Musky Marshmallow by Dua. This is supposed to be a dupe for Irfe Marshmallow Musk. So I had to try it. It's only $40. Before I purchased a full bottle of this, I just needed to test this to compare. Because if this gave me what this gives, I would be sold. And I wanted to do a side by side test, and I did. So I want to say this is about 90% similar, which is not close enough for me. So I still need a full bottle of Irfe Marshmallow Musk. For me, Irfe Marshmallow Musk is very fluffy and it has that nice cottony like powdery musk, and it has a creaminess to it with a hint of sweetness without being too sweet. It just smells very fluffy and cozy and comforting, and it feels so nostalgic. It reminds me of something so special from my past. I think this is like the musk I've been searching for my whole life. But I had to test this first. So initially when I sprayed this, I said, okay, I'm smelling the marshmallow musk, but it just wasn't giving full on marshmallow musk. It has the DNA. For this, the tea note that's in marshmallow musk is more pronounced. This one is more like, I want to say marshmallow tea, not marshmallow musk, because this isn't as musky. This is more heavy on the tea. Whereas in marshmallow musk, the musk is more pronounced and the tea just sort of tones down the sweetness of the marshmallow and the fragrance. Whereas in this, the tea is more pronounced, and this is like a fresher take on marshmallow musk. I really do like this. I'll say that. And I've worn them layered together, and marshmallow musk doesn't really last. I want to say it only lasts about 3 to 4 hours. So that is one of the reasons why I've been hesitating on purchasing a full bottle. But with this, layered with this, it lasts for me at least 8 hours on skin. And it gives this nice, like, projection, a nice sillage, a nice scent trail. I really do enjoy this. I've only had this for less than a week, and I have a bit of a dent right here, and I'm thoroughly enjoying this. I think it's a nice dupe, but it's not 100% marshmallow musk, so it didn't fulfill my needs. I still need that fragrance, but I am happy to have this. I think it's a nice dupe. Again, this one is Dua Musky Marshmallow. Next up, I want to get into some travel sprays and samples. So I recently picked up this Donna Cashmere collection discovery set that comes with all four scents from the original collection, which are Cashmere and Wild Fig, Cashmere and Tierra Flower, Cashmere and Palo Santo, Cashmere and Tunisian Neroli. I don't enjoy all four. I only enjoy two. That is Cashmere and Wild Fig and Cashmere and Palo Santo. So those are the two that I will discuss. So I find Cashmere and Palo Santo to be a very comforting scent. I wore this to bed a few nights ago and I just really enjoy the way this smells. A lot of people say this smells similar to Kali Wet and Silk Santal. I have to disagree. To my nose, this smells similar to Goldfield and Banks Silky Woods, but with a peach note. And that saffron, that gasoline like note in the fragrance is toned down, but they smell very alike. It's a very comforting vanilla scent. It isn't too woody. I just think it's a very good scent. It wears well. I don't feel like it's much to say. I definitely get the peach in. It isn't like a super synthetic peach. It's blended well. So again, this one is Cashmere and Palo Santo. My second favorite is Cashmere and Wild Fig. This one to me wears very airy and molecular like. This reminds me of fragrances like Another 13 or Juliet as a Gun, except that this has a fig note. This actually smells very similar to Arizona Bloom from Floral Street, which is like Another 13 plus coconut. And it reminds me of this, except that this one smells more green, which is what fig smells like to me, green coconuts. So these are the only two that worked out for me from the Discovery set. I wasn't a fan of Tierra Flower or Neroli. And I want to say thank you to one of my subscribers, Chris. So one day I was talking about how much I love fig notes, and Chris wrote to me and said, "Do you like cashmere and fig from Donna Karen?" I said, "Yes, I do." She said, "Do you also like cashmere and Palo Santo?" I said, "Yeah." And she said, "Can I send them to you? I don't enjoy them." So she sent these to me, which is ironic because literally the day before I ordered the discovery set. So now I have backups. Happy to have these. Thank you, Chris. I'm going to link her channel down below because she actually has a channel that I really enjoy. She talks about all things. She talks about fragrances. She talks about makeup. She talks about life in general. She's very entertaining, very intellectual, very witty. I really enjoy her content. I'm going to link it down below in my subscription. So if you're interested, check it out. Her channel is Chris the Gem. Again, it will be linked down below. So I recently got my Scentbird description, so I want to talk about the fragrances that I selected for this month. And I'll start with one that was recommended by a subscriber, and it's Maison de Lassie Mother X Love. So this is a musky scent. When y'all tell me to try fragrances, know that I pay attention. I write them down, and when I get to them, I'll let you know. I'll talk about them. So that's what happened with this fragrance. So this is a musky scent, and at first wear, I didn't really enjoy it. I was like, it's okay. Nothing special, you know? It didn't blow my mind. Second time, I was like, I'm enjoying this more. So this one has notes of jasmine, ginger, lychee, musk, and white suede. So I want to say to my nose, I'm not really getting lychee. This doesn't smell fruity. I'm not really getting ginger. It doesn't really have a spiciness, but I am getting jasmine, musk, and white suede. But the white suede is very smooth. It's not like pronounced. It's barely detectable. So for those who don't enjoy leathery scents, have no fear. This is not leathery. This one is more so a soapy musk. So the main notes that stand out in this fragrance are the jasmine and the musk. That is what I get the most. I don't think this is worth the full retail cost. I will enjoy my sample though. I don't really love it. I wouldn't like this wouldn't be a musk scent that I specifically would like seek out. I wanted to love this so bad because the notes sound impeccable. I just knew that this was going to be a 10 out of 10, but it really didn't work out for me. I think it's a nice scent, but it's not special and it's expensive. So for what it is, I don't need it, but I will enjoy my decant. Again, this one is Maison de Lassie Mother X Love. Next up is 2787 Genetic Bliss. This one has notes of akigala wood, balambra, and creamy sandalwood. So this is one I have been wanting to test out for a minute, and I nearly blind bought this many times. Thank God I didn't. Not because I don't enjoy this, I thoroughly enjoy this, but because this smells like another fragrance which I recently picked up, which is Fugazi Angel Dust. This is Fugazi Angel Dust on steroids. This smells exactly like Angel's Dust. The only difference for me is this is much more peppery, but this is addictive. It's kind of sexy. I think, okay, so the Fugazi Angel Dust is definitely unisex, but I think it's feminine leaning. This is also unisex, but for me, this one is more masculine leaning. And I've given this a few wear tests, and this lasts. This, I think this is worth the money. You have to be into those molecular scents, woody scents, powdery scents, those second skin scents. But this is a beast. It's very androgynous, very mysterious and elusive. I 100% adore this scent, but it's too similar to something that I already own. And for that reason, I don't really need this right now, but I thoroughly enjoy it. Again, this one is 2787 Genetic Bliss. So this video was a bit long. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy my content, if this is your first time here and you enjoyed what you saw today and you want to see more of it, please consider subscribing. Hit that subscribe button. It's free and it really helps to make the channel grow, and I will thoroughly appreciate it. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.